So let me tell you about the side of Las Vegas nobody talks about. The part they don't show you in commercials, or Instagram photos, or travel brochures. Because here's the thing. Vegas is incredible. The casinos, the shows, the restaurants, the energy. It's amazing. But there's another Vegas. Right underneath the glitz. Literally underneath it. And it's not pretty. This is the real side of Las Vegas. And I think it's important to talk about. Underneath the Strip, there's a 600-mile system of flood tunnels. They were built in the late 70s. The purpose? Redirect stormwater. When it rains in the desert, flash floods happen. These tunnels carry water away from the casinos and roads, out toward Lake Mead. Smart engineering. Protects the city from flooding. But here's what nobody planned for. People live in those tunnels. Hundreds of people. Maybe more. Nobody knows the exact number. Because they're underground, hidden, out of sight. These aren't small drainage pipes. These are massive concrete tunnels. Some of them are tall enough to walk through, wide enough to set up tents, mattresses, makeshift homes. And that's what people have done. They've created an underground city, right beneath the Strip. While tourists gamble above them, homeless people live in the dark below. It sounds dystopian, but it's real. It's been happening for decades. The tunnels provide shelter from the heat. Vegas summers hit 115 degrees. The tunnels stay cooler, shadier, safer from the sun. And they provide shelter from the police. Because above ground, homeless encampments get cleared. Police break them up. But the tunnels? Harder to patrol, harder to access. So people hide there. Until it rains. Then the tunnels become death traps. Flash floods fill the tunnels in minutes. People get swept away, drowned. Every year, bodies wash through the tunnels toward Lake Mead. It's horrifying. In 2022, 2 people died in floods. In 2023, 1 more. These are just the ones they found. So the tunnels provide shelter, but they're dangerous. And they're not meant for human habitation. January 2024, the annual point-in-time count. Volunteers go out and count homeless people across Clark County. The number, 7,906 people experiencing homelessness. That's a 20% increase from 2023. It's a 10-year high. Of those, 4,202 are unsheltered, meaning they're living on the streets, in the tunnels, in the desert, places not meant for humans. And those numbers are probably low, because the count happens on one night in January. You can't count everyone. People hide. People move around. The real number is likely higher. Summer 2024. Record heat. Vegas broke multiple temperature records. Average summer temperature, 96.2 degrees. 147 homeless people died from heat-related causes. That's a 39% increase from the previous year's record of 106 deaths. Think about that. 147 people in one summer, dead because they had nowhere cool to go. And here's the cruel irony. Vegas is a city with literally billions of dollars. New stadiums every few years. The Sphere cost $2.3 billion. Allegiant Stadium cost $2 billion. Million-dollar homes everywhere. But not enough shelter beds for 7,906 homeless people. It's not that Vegas doesn't have money. It's priorities. May 2025. Clark County announces a $15 million flood control project. They're upgrading the Flamingo Wash, near Flamingo and Maryland Parkway. But there's a problem. People live in those tunnels. Up to 1,500 people, so the county clears them out. Police, first responders, hazmat suits, they go into the tunnels. Tell everyone they have to leave. Construction is starting. Social services are there. They offer help, shelter, resources. But here's the reality. There aren't enough shelter beds. The Navigation Center has 70 beds, usually full. The Courtyard Homeless Resource Center is packed. Doesn't protect from weather. No real safety. So where do 1,500 people go? The county doesn't have an answer. Clark County Commissioner Tick Segerblom said it himself. We don't have enough manpower. We don't have enough rooms. We don't have enough of anything. So people get displaced. They move to neighborhoods, parks, other tunnels. And the residents near the wash are furious. Town hall meetings get heated. People yelling, complaining about homeless people in their neighborhoods, break-ins, trespassing, safety concerns. And police? They're overwhelmed. Slow response times. Sometimes they don't respond at all. The county passed a camping ban ordinance in November 2024, effective February 2025. Makes it illegal to camp or sleep in public spaces. Up to 10 days in jail. $1,000 fine. But where are people supposed to go? If there aren't enough shelter beds, what's the alternative? Jail? It's criminalization, not a solution. This happens every time Vegas has a big event. Super Bowl 2024, tunnel sweeps, clear out the homeless. Can't have them visible during the big game. F1 race, sweeps. A's stadium construction, sweeps. Vegas wants the homeless invisible, out of sight, away from tourists. But they're still there. They just get pushed around. Let me tell you about some of the people living in the tunnels. Because they're not statistics, they're humans. There's a guy named Dave. He's an artist, draws anime, tried selling his art on the strip, but police pushed him off, said he didn't have a license, so he went underground, lives in the tunnels, still draws. There's a woman named Beverly, lives in a tent with her cats. She's scared all the time. Doesn't know what dangers are around the corner. Worries someone will hurt her. Shelters don't allow pets. So Beverly won't go. Her cats are family. She'd rather live in the tunnels with them than give them up. There's Rob Banghart. He used to live in the tunnels. From 2013 to 2018. Addiction, homelessness. He was down there for 5 years. Now he works for Shine a Light Foundation, a nonprofit that helps homeless people. He goes into the tunnels every day, brings care packages, water, socks, talks to people. He says, "We're walking into their homes. It just looks very different." That's the mindset. These aren't just tunnels. To the people living there, they're homes. Temporary, dangerous, but homes. Banghart also said, "The system is very poor. We're creating this, but then we're punishing the result of our system." He's right. Vegas creates conditions that lead to homelessness, high cost of living, low wages, lack of affordable housing, addiction, mental health issues, then punishes people for being homeless, arrests, fines, displacement. It's a cycle. And the nonprofits, they're trying. Shine a Light, Help of Southern Nevada, others. They go into the tunnels, offer help, but they can't force anyone out. People leave when they're ready, not before. So why does Vegas have this problem? A few reasons. 1, housing costs. Vegas rents have skyrocketed. A 1-bedroom apartment that cost $900 in 2019 costs $1,600 now. Wages haven't kept up. People get priced out. Can't afford rent. End up on the streets. 2, mental health and addiction. A lot of people in the tunnels have untreated mental health issues or substance abuse problems. There aren't enough resources, treatment centers, long-term support. Shelters often don't accept people with active addiction or mental health crises. So where do they go? The streets, the tunnels. 3, the heat. Counterintuitively, Vegas's extreme heat creates homelessness. People come here thinking it's warm year-round, no winter, easy to survive outside. But summer kills. 115 degrees, people die. And once you're homeless in Vegas, it's hard to escape. 4, the priorities. Vegas invests billions in stadiums, casinos, entertainment, tourism infrastructure, but not in affordable housing, not in mental health services, not in addiction treatment, not in long-term shelters. It's a choice. A city chooses what it values. Vegas values tourism, not people on the margins. And 5, it's hidden. Tourists don't see it. The tunnels are underground. Homeless encampments get cleared before big events. The Strip stays clean, pretty, safe, out of sight, out of mind. So the problem persists, gets worse, year after year. So that's the real side of Las Vegas, the part they don't put on billboards. 7,906 homeless people, 4,202 living unsheltered, 147 heat deaths in one summer, hundreds living in flood tunnels underneath the Strip, getting displaced, pushed around, criminalized. It's not pretty. It's tragic. And it's getting worse. Look, I love Vegas. I make videos about Vegas all the time. The casinos, the history, the business side. But it's important to acknowledge the other side. The people who fall through the cracks, the system that fails them. Am I saying don't visit Vegas? No. Vegas is incredible. Enjoy it. But be aware. When you're walking down the Strip, remember, underneath you, people are living in tunnels, trying to survive. And maybe if you can, support organizations that help. Shine a Light Foundation. Help of Southern Nevada. They're doing the work. That's the real side of Las Vegas. What do you think? Did you know about the tunnels? Let me know in the comments. If you want more honest takes on Vegas, subscribe to Vegas Vault. And I'll see you in the next video.